Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, we have to use those three letters in those three positions. So of course I'm going to go for sugar. There's not that much else that I can go for. But this has 5 different letters, I'm happy to try it. And it's given us the U in the correct position, which is a good start. Now on this guess, one tile will be a lie. So what are we going to do with that? Let's try and mute it and see if we learn anything useful. Well, we haven't really. The T might not be in the word, or maybe the E should be in the word because it should be grey, or green, sorry. Lots of options. We need more information. So I'm not allowed to use 6 random letters. Those are the ones that are in red at the bottom. But what am I going to do instead? The fact that we don't know what's lying on the second guess makes this a lot more difficult. And the fact that we can't use any of those letters doesn't help either. How about we try bulky? This is a possible answer, to be fair, because the T might be the thing that's lying on guess 2. That is interesting. The T, I mean, it wasn't bulky, but at least we've got the start of the word now. So I don't get yellows, the only hints are letters in the correct position. So it starts BU for sure. Now, do I think we do not have a T? It can't be built because we just ruled out the L. So I do still think it's most likely that we don't have a T. But that does beg the question of what do we have instead? Because if we don't have a T, that means we can't use an M, E or D either. So those are 3 of the more common letters that we've got left. I don't know if I can think of something. I mean, it can't even be buzzy or something like that using the Z. So maybe the conclusion is the T is not lying. So maybe the E is lying instead, as I said earlier. Or the D. I suppose it's unlikely that the D and the T are both in the word. But the E and the T definitely could be. But it can't be butte. It could be but. I think that's a word. Is it part of a castle or have I made that up? Doesn't matter, it's wrong either way. Okay, so now we know for sure that the T is the liar up here. I don't get yellows, the only hints are letters in the correct places, so I still don't quite know. The T still could be the last letter of the word. But that's incredibly unlikely, isn't it? Right, the colouring is inverse. Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. So it definitely starts BU. This cannot be a T. What can it be? That is the question. I feel like ON or IN is quite likely to be the ending. I was about to do bunny, but it can't be because we've ruled out the Y. But it definitely could be an N next. If it's an N next, is that a word? Again, this is plausible only if it's specifically this word, because this would mean that the D is lying up here. I don't even know if this is a valid word, or if it's a name. It is a valid word, but it's really not held. Right, so on this guess, clearly, we won't find out what colour the U and the N are, but it doesn't matter, we know they're correct. Oh, it's just bunch, isn't it? That was incredibly careless, wasn't it? I clearly should have got that at least one guess sooner. I was just trying to think of the vowels. I was trying to use... I just wasn't thinking that there would be a 3 consonant sequence after the U. But clearly I should have done. That was a little bit careless. Not my finest moment. I definitely should have got that quicker. However, the important thing is I kept up a 100% win rate, and it's not as if it was my worst ever. I got it in 6, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So I've got it in 7 a couple of times, as you saw. So not my worst, but definitely not my best. Let me know if you did better. That's Fusele. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.